Yeah, good afternoon, good morning. My name is Jordan Mozebo. I'm a junior computer science at North Carolina ENT State University. And the topic I'm going to present on today is freedom of speech, what it is and what is not. So, as we know, every human being deserves to have rights, and the freedom of speech is one of them. So, according to an article on history.com, uh, the freedom of speech is defined as the right to express opinions without any restraint from the government. And in the US, the freedom of speech was adopted is protected by the First Amendment, which was adopted on December 15, 1791. So, as we know, uh, freedom of speech doesn't mean you can do or you can say whatever you want to, whatever cross your mind, even if the thing that you have to say are bad or can be used against you. So, what is not freedom of speech? According to uscourts.gov, freedom of speech does not include right to solicitations to crimes or to incite actions that will harm others. As I said previously, freedom of speech is good, but there are there are like certain limits that we should not cross. So, what are the pros and the cons of the freedom of speech? Since it's a concept that was invented by us human beings, it has to be flawed. So it has to be like good side and bad side. So here the pros of the freedom of speech is that the freedom of speech protect us from influence of special interest. Meaning, for example, if you work in a company and there's someone in the highest fear of the company that try like to blackmail you, any kind of damage your reputation, you have with the freedom of speech, you have the right to speak up. And another advantage of freedom of speech is that the freedom of speech promotes exchange of ideas. For example, look at every constitution in the US or others part of the world, other country of the world. The constitution was born from the exchange of idea, because from the exchange of idea you can understand another person experience and perspective. Plus it can make you also a better human being. uh, the cons of the freedom of speech are freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom to have all speech. So as I said previously, we have to set somewhere, we have to set a limit somewhere. We cannot cross all of them, because in America, people are known to always be at the extreme and not find the balance. And another disadvantages or cons of the freedom of speech is through the freedom of speech, uh, when the person who is using it don't know better, they can spread false information. The example we have last year with Donald Trump, when he suggested to his staff team on a way to inject the disinfectant in people. So yeah. So my conclusion is, as I said before, freedom of speech is a good thing. It's a good thing, and every people all over the world deserve to speak up, to have the right to speak out their mind. However, there is a line to be drawn. There is a certain limit we need to have when around this issue, around this right here uh, to speak our mind, because you cannot go on TV, whether on TV or on the street, and say offensive stuff to people. And there are certain things that you cannot say, that you don't even need it to be on this constitution for you to know that there are certain things you don't have to say. So my take on this is, as everything that was made by human being, there are like good and bad sides. So it depends on the people that are benefiting from those rights, which that's where when there is like the necessity to set limits on this. So, and this is my references that I use. Thank you.